Welcome to another Dow Jones update. Okay, so in this special update, I'm going to talk about a potential top here. A potential top in place because just re-looking at the waves, I can see some very interesting things. Now, what's happened recently, these waves are pretty strange, but we have had a break of the 2 to 4 trend line. This is a wave analysis, wave revision. Just having a look closely at these waves here, I could see that this part here is basically part correction. Basically part correction of, what can I say? Sorry, let me just zoom into this. Hang on, where was I looking at here? 3, 3, 5. Yeah, sorry. So this wave 2 was actually from there, yeah. So wave 1, 2, and then 3 was a strange wave. 1, 2, 3, 4 ended here, and then 5 was an ending pattern. Right. So this kind of price action is very interesting because then we did have this wave 5, which was fairly lengthy and very weak towards the end. It also did this area, it did make a final high, and then this area was also rejected. Those important trend lines that go back, quite a bit. Resistance encountered from the top there, and also using the special channeling technique that I used in order to, using basically the A to the E, top of wave A up here, and then that encountered resistance before it made that final high up there. So I do think that perhaps this is a top of the end of wave D, right? This wave D that we've been looking at for quite a while now. So back to the small time frame. What can I say about basically the start of this move? Very strange move indeed. What can I say that this move is? Well, the first part of this move is interesting, but it could be a leading pattern, right? A leading diagonal type pattern, right? With then, and then like, for example, this is like, could be a 1, and then we get like A, B, C, D, E, or if that count is a bit weird, then it could be a bit more like a leading pattern in general, the whole thing being a leading pattern that we haven't really seen unfold yet. So it could be like a 1, 2. The 2 might end there, or it could end here, right? And then we get like another zigzag, right? I'm not sure on that count either. It's just that when things start moving in particular ways, I question them, right? Like a 3-3-3 pattern doesn't exist according to what I do, according to Arias Wave. So, could you say that that was part of this fight? Was this a 5-wave movement? Initially, I thought it was like a C wave, like a wave C, but it just looks very strange for a wave C, to be honest. All right, normally wave C would be sharper. It wouldn't have this kind of pattern up the top here, looking a little bit like a zigzag on the top there, and then another zigzag down here. It just looks a bit strange, in my opinion. So for me, it's kind of like, okay, well, we're trying to use all the pieces of evidence here because, movement at tops can be very confusing because obviously there's a lot of volatility and weird stuff going on at the tops of markets, right? So basically, we're using, okay, so we've encountered resistance. We've got multiple areas of resistance. We've got a break of the 2-4. Sorry, I did have that as a 2-4. Maybe it's over here. Look, bear with me. That is the new count now, so I have to move that down here. there you go. So that's kind of changed it yet again. It made it a little bit more interesting as well, because now we have seen basically a retest of the break of that trend line with a rejection happening at the moment. So that's very interesting. Yeah, so wave 2 was expanded, as I zoomed in earlier, I showed you. So yeah, expanded to the upside, which means wave 2 ended above the end of wave 1. And then we had the 1, 2, 3, weird 4, 5 for 3. This count here is very interesting indeed. But this one here, that looks like a 5 to me. 2, 4 trend line broken. That's basically short for me from the top, basically. Can we look for another entry point at some point? Yes, I do think we can, but we have to see if this is a leading diagonal, a very strange one, mind you, which can happen at tops. I've seen it. We have to wait for another 3-wave move to come down, and then the correction after that. So we still got time, but just trying to get in early because I see certain interesting things happening. But then again, make sure you always use good risk management, money management. Yeah, so hopefully you found this video interesting and informative. Thank you for watching.